prefer watching a video tutorial than reading one. I completely agree with you. Me too, bro. That was kind of my idea about making my YouTube channel. I wanted it to be about video tutorials because I know that I enjoy them way more. Any chance you can join? Not this one, no. Oh shit, I'm not 4 speed. Fuck, I didn't realise. Can you stop talking till he catches up? Nope. He decided to build up planning bonus and wanted to declare on them through the national focus, although he forgot about them since then. What? Very is incredibly overused by some people. Yeah, I use it too much as well. I think Russia's going to take the east. They are marching through the German puppets. I think I use the word very to think about what I'm saying. If I'm thinking about what I'm saying and I'm not like... I don't have much information in my head and I'm trying to gather my thoughts, I'll throw like very out there to think about what I'm saying. It's kind of a lazy term, really. If you have any free time, I will check out the YouTube channel named Sargon of Akkad. He's British and I think you'd like him. I don't think I would, dude. I'm familiar with the Sargon of Akkad, and I don't... Where do you want me to begin on Sargon, man? I'm familiar with Sargon's work. I am not a fan of his stuff at all. He is kind of the classic anti-SJW skeptic YouTuber that I despise, to be honest with you. I think Russia is going to take east. They are marching through the German puppets. Really should look at that, shouldn't I? Oh no, Germany. Oh no, Germany's wedged between France. Do you know what? This has been a really good German versus France because it's been like a stalemate. Unless the players have been intervening, I'm not sure. Oh no, Russia. Russia's strong. Privileged white male is decimating. Oh, privileged white male is KLS. How did KLS get in this fucking game? Am I going to stay on good terms with KLS? He sneakily uses his puppet, his what they call it, his second account to sneak in here. But how the hell did he get in here? Oh, he's created a new Discord, hasn't he? He's created a new account. Am I actually right about this, or am I going absolutely crazy? Oh no, it's not. Okay, I thought privileged white male was KLS.
Pay attention to it.
Okay.
Am I going mad here, or is KLS? Who's Russia?
Oh, that's me.
Okay, never mind. For some reason I'm getting you mixed up with someone else. I think you've used the same name as someone else before. Are you familiar who KLS is?
What?
Never mind. Okay, I'll shut up. Oh god, Dave's trying to go down the conspiracy route here, like, I'm onto you, and I was like, he's completely and utterly wrong. Could not be more wrong. There was a guy, I swear, there was a guy in one of my previous games called Privileged White Male. He was a guy called, and I hovered over his name and he said, definitely not, he had a name that was something along the lines of, definitely not a Smurf account. And I know that's one of KLS's Smurf accounts. That's so strange that he had the same name. Maybe that was deliberate. Maybe KLS picked the name of somebody else to try and deceive me. I don't know, I'm not sure. Very English, isn't it? It's American. Oh my god, dude. Where is he reading the chat? From my Twitch chat, dude. What the hell? Oh, Ching is back. Am I going mad? Oh, Commune advanced had all the war score and it's just gobbled up all this land. Is that right? Or have they got claims on this? Or maybe they take this and then they make this Prussia, don't they? Am I going mad? I'm not even sure. We're going to find out. If you look at the economic quality of life of the country and trying to make it an average, then the average was like significantly higher than everyone in the country in 10 years. Why does it matter that some kind of equality of outcomes so long as people in the bottom are able to live and grow economically, so it's possible for them to rise out of the lowest classes? So couldn't you go one step further with that and say that certain So how far do you have to go with that? Because surely if you manage to isolate, I think this argument doesn't work if you recognize that the races aren't treated equally, right? If you have let's just say that the incarceration rate of black people in America is significantly higher, as well as other minorities in America, compared to white people proportionally. If you agree with that, then surely the idea of wow, God, I don't have to think about this. So the idea of direct. So if someone is discriminated against and they have a disadvantage in society, what's wrong with selectively targeting that minority that's being discriminated against economically? Yeah, so yeah, that's my refute to that. Boneless chicken. A chicken grown without bones? Are you a madman? The people on both sides of the spectrum believe that clear different things don't make them the same. I think the reason why the horseshoe theory exists is because of what they call it. The reason why they're meant to meet in the middle is to give the impression. God, I really need another coffee. I need another coffee, boys. I think it's trying to give the impression that when governments are totally totalitarian, when governments are completely authoritarian, they kind of meet in the middle because that's what they have in common with each other. They're both collectivist ideologies, and they're both completely authoritarian, and they're both kind of dictatorships as well. So I think that's what they're meant to have in common with each other when they go around the horseshoe theory. I guess that's the. I don't know. I don't really know much about horseshoe theory, but that's my understanding of it. They're not called skeptics, they're called liberalists. Oh, God. I don't know about you, but someone who follows libertarianism is a liberal, aren't they? Not a liberalist. He's just made that term by himself, hasn't he? Sargon triggered. Is a Japan player planning to take out feedback next? He has nowhere near the further conquer in Russia. Blah, 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 blah. Japan is probably helping Russia. Maybe. Stop banning, leave it's not KLS. David's suffering from paranoia. KLS is everywhere. I wake up in a cold sweat morning, I see KLS, you know. Jewish conspiracy. Oh, dear. God damn, boys. Why do I like Sargon of Akkad specifically? It's the same opinion that I've got about a lot of skeptic YouTubers. They call themselves leftist, and then they make 100 videos all targeting and attacking the left, and then they call themselves leftists. It seems kind of strange to me, that. Like, as I guess the problem with Sargon of Akkad, actually, the more he speaks, the more kind of holes in his kind of thought process going. Like for instance, in one of his videos, he labeled himself a feminist. I thought that was a really bizarre thing to do for someone who literally discriminates against, literally makes videos criticizing feminism and SJWs like left, right, and center. You know, that's really stupid. He literally built a whole channel upon the idea of attacking Anita Sarkeesian. And then he labels himself a feminist. And then he gets asked at a convention, like, what is his definition of feminism is? And his definition is something along the lines of a Marxist, far-left communist. And I'm like, what is that definition? I mean, didn't you label yourself a feminist like a few months back? And now the definition is a Marxist, feminist, anarchist. I don't really understand. I don't know. I really don't like Sargon of Akkad. I really don't. David, you going mad? I am going mad. When is Ching back? I don't know. Has the Japan player left or something? Oh, he wants to annex them. I see what he's doing here. He wants to annex them. So what he's done is he's released them. Or maybe it's a national focus where the Fengian government comes back. I'm not actually sure. Or maybe it's a Fengian government national focus, which Qing gets released. I'm not actually sure, actually. I haven't actually know. Any KAISERREICH experts in the chat, let me know. The average IQ of an IQ an Afro-American is 85. I heard it was something around about only 5 points lower. Race is real, man. Oh boy, here we go. What context is race do you mean right now? Can you post links? Of course you can post links in my chat. So you should work against racism, how it affects people in an individual level and not on the group level, because there is people who benefit from the group policy that don't need it. I can agree with that. But can't you tailor a policy that specifically targets the ones that are being discriminated against? I mean, affirmative action doesn't directly just say he is black, so therefore he should benefit. It goes into a lot more other things than that. Hey, I got a core. Man, that came up. Oh, wow, they changed how quick you get cores, because I felt like I got that really quick. The German Union. Oh, what the hell is... Oh, it's an alliance. I thought it was the Russian sphere. The problem that makes me a bit nervous about the race realism movement is it basically states that races are... The ideals behind racialism is that race is completely real, so therefore now we've established that races are completely different, so therefore it's completely okay to discriminate because some of them are completely different than others. I think that's kind of the basis of the race realism argument, which kind of makes me feel very uncomfortable because it kind of is almost a permission slip. So, oh, we can discriminate against people of A, B, and C now because they obviously aren't as intelligent than us. And I feel like it doesn't really help us by... I'm trying to think if this is good enough word terminology. It feels like it doesn't help us as a society by... I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I haven't refined that in my head enough. It's something I have to have a good think about. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Something I have to sit on and think about. I don't know. I'm not going to deny that I know on average IQ scores are tied to people being overall more likely to succeed in society by being higher earners, and also that on average sub-Saharan Africans score 5 points on average less than Caucasians. And something like Asians score 10 points on average more. I'm not actually sure. I know the numbers are not that much though. They're not massively different. I need to read more about IQ because I don't really know a great deal about it, to be honest with you. I was very skeptical about it, and apparently because IQ is tied to success based on earnings, it would give me the impression that it does correlate to something. Correlate, is that the word? Qing signed a white peace with Japan. Well, not initially. Initially, at first, the Fengian government absorbed everything. What's going on here? Who got annexed? I'm not even sure what's happening. Do I feel like I'm superior because I have white skin? I do think I have advantages being white. Yeah, I do. I guess the SJWs refer to that as privilege, wouldn't they? Oh no, I think we're gonna have to... I think we have our first actual real spitting contest between two people in on the Twitch chat, and I'm almost at the bottom of the Twitch chat too. That's how alternative action works down in the US, at least. I wish it could be talked to us about. this on voice. Yeah, I would actually. Make sure you're on the Discord sometime. Probably not tonight because I've got stuff I need to do tonight. Or maybe we will at some point. I don't know. It depends on timings and everything. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. 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 Did someone say 40 width, guys? Someone say 40 width divisions? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do. I need motorized. 2 factories. Yes, here we go. Do. Give me my light tanks, boys. Light tank is best tank. Boom. Now we need a lot of everything. Actually, not so much on support equipment though. We are going to change all those motorized from cavalry to motorized though at some point, but not straight away. I'll slowly migrate them over. Yeah, I don't really like talking about race realism because I don't know enough about it. That's why I'm scrolling past this conversation about race realism. I know that overall, my opinion on race realism is that I think it's overall a bad movement because it gives permission for people to discriminate and say that, oh, we need to treat people differently because of they're less intelligent than others. Yeah. But I actually don't know enough about it to debate about it or talk about it. I'm not at home right now, but I am on Discord. That's cool, dude. As long as you keep on Discord, that's good. I've been thinking about giving someone like some kind of notification. I want to give some people on Discord like some kind of like merit badge for doing good things and being like interesting people. Because I've noticed on ISP's Discord they do that. He's got like a regular tag that he gives to people that are like contributors to the Discord, and I feel like I need to do that at some point. 20 width better for the offensive and 20 width better for the offensive purposes. Overall, from testing, dude, 40 width is better for everything. Everything in every way, shape, and form. I mean, affirmative action isn't that complicated. It's just when the two candidates on virtually... Oh, I'm at the bottom of the chat, guys! Are virtually the same accomplishments and under present in groups takes precedent right. Have you seen the European borders? Blah, 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 blah. I myself dislike things similar to affirmative action because it's the core of it's the best discriminatory. I think I'm just going to loop back to what I said before. Efficiency cap or 10% factory output. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to loop back to what I previously said. I feel like if someone is overwhelmingly privileged in society and has unconditional power over the minorities, surely distributing some of that power from the majority to the minority is going to be beneficial overall for society. Oh my god, is that a real thing to say? Well, yeah, I think it is really, because I mean, people have got prejudices against black people because they think they commit more crime and they're more violent, and that just turns out to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, doesn't it? Because people believe they're going to be violent, so therefore don't hire them. Therefore, they're more likely to be poor. Therefore, they're more likely to be poor. They're more likely to commit crime. So the prophecy becomes true. So therefore become more violent because of the fact that you're thinking they're more violent in that kind of pattern of order. Oh, I realise I'm free trade. That's the reason why I'm troubling so much resources. I totally forgot about that. Oh my god, I'm having trouble with supply. Oh boy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh no, I know the reason why I've scrolled down so far in the chat now. One, talk about race realism, which I don't really know that much about. And two, you're not even talking to me anymore. You're talking to this guy in the chat. I feel like I'm not the center of attention anymore, guys. I feel like the attention was taken from me. It's been stolen. I'm being discriminated against. Oh shit. Oh no, now I know how it feels. Now I know how it feels. I'm now against affirmative action. I'm now against it. How, Dave? How's it going? I'm very good, my dude. I'm feeling very, very good, actually. I had a lot of energy recently, which is really, 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 really freaking good. Oh, I just did the really thing, didn't I? Very, 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 very good. No, it is good. It is good. There's moments where I get like this I get really ill and I get this really bad brain fog. And it's really nice that that's cleared. In the last few weeks, I've had a nice clear mind to be able to stream and play games and whatnot. Feels good, man. You get more attention if you play Stellaris. We will play Stellaris very shortly. I don't want to conclude this game just yet, because it's not over yet. Ching has made a lot of divisions out of the blue. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, is this KAISERREICH? It is KAISERREICH. Well, this has shifted completely from caring about ethnicity to caring about your race. Yeah, isn't there like lots of quotes by the founding fathers how they discriminate against other white people? Like at first they were like the only white. The countries that they believe should colonize their nation should be Anglo-Saxons, and they're like discriminated against other Irish people. What? Let me start again. Other white people like Irish and Germans and French. Oh God, guys, is this a trend that we're moving in? We go from we first off start off with a very niche, refined master race of Anglo-Saxon, and then we move into areas where we accept all white people, and then we'll accept all white people of different ethnicities, so even Asians as well. And then at some point, we're going to accept people of different religions. Oh, it's a slippery slope, guys. Eventually, we're going to have to accept everyone. Oh my God, where are we moving as a society? Oh no! Where are we going? Where are we going? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. I don't like the world, where the world's going, boys. I don't like the direction the world's going. We're gonna live in some kind of fantasy utopia where everyone loves each other. What a fancy pants gay world. I don't want to be in that world, boys. End my life right now. Oh shit. Oh, the Van Axe Ching. Should you build motorized divisions in Hoi 4? In all fairness, I don't think so. I think they should improve this movement speed of motorized divisions personally. I would give them an extra 2 kilometers per hour, something like that. Because at the moment they're not worth the extra speed that you get from them. You better off just making tanks. I know what you mean though. You mean like pure motorized, don't you? Oh, is he making some kind of like puppet state thing? Dave just never sing in time with music. Yeah, I just hum along. I just sing that song. I just sing where it feels good. Okay, I don't sing to sing along. Okay, all right. I don't sing because I'm good at it. I do it because it's fun. All right. Please don't destroy my fun. I don't think there will be a World War III actually. I think globalization's eliminated any possibility of another major conflict. I just said major twice, didn't I? Gee, I'm doing the very thing again, aren't I? I believe they shouldn't live together, so defend it against another within the country is needed. Oh my god, who's that guy? I can't pronounce your name. Oh, I fucking hate people I can't pronounce them. The guy who's got a pink name. Iruve RB. I like his method of questioning. I like it. Like, just don't say he's wrong. Question him on why. The question on why is a powerful question, guys. Is it called the it's that Greek philosopher guy? What was his name? Aristocrat? Oh fuck. Let me get the word. Socrates. A Socratic method, right? So it's like a way of just questioning people on their beliefs, and then eventually, if you question them enough, they start to doubt their own beliefs. Aristotle? Is it Socrates? I'm not even sure. I don't know. It's some kind of method of debating people where you basically don't even talk about their points, and you just basically question them on their ideas, and you find that they doubt their own ideas. I don't know, some shit like that. Aristocrat. No! Edit that out. Edit that out. Oh no, we're going to see a major war between Japan and Russia now. I know we are. That's what it's going to be. Are we going to see that, boys? Is that what it's going to be? Is it going to be a big war against the big Russian Big Daddy Russia? And they question people, they get defensive. Yeah, kind of that idea. Yeah. I think it's a really good way of breaking down people's ideas as well. Just questioning them on their beliefs, because it usually doesn't result in people getting angry either. They just have to sit and think about their ideas. Exercise of this division. Oh boy, lots of you like infantry, guys? I love infantry. Me and Japan are cool. Oh, are you? Okay. Apparently they're good buddies, apparently. No one can break that kind of relationship. That's love, boys. That's love. That's love. Oh, I was going to play a song, wasn't I? I completely forgot to play it.